Oh, by the way, it is 4:42 p.m. December 24th, 2025, and I'm wearing my "Wake Me Up When the Holidays Are Over" shirt because Snoopy's got to kind of rest. He's got to be the Snoop Dogg when he comes back. So it's insane to like. I look at the photo behind me, like the picture on my phone, and like just the imagery. It just looks crazy now. Like there's just so much going on, and I gotta remind myself this is for underworld, the underworld. I gotta build my underworld the way I want it to be built. And I legitimately have the most parts now, the most organized parts I've ever had it, to the top, to the bottom, to the ceiling. And then all the parts underneath here. And then all the unsorted Lego right here. And it's like, literally, it's consuming the walls around me, the floor. Soon the ceiling's gonna be, have a bunch of starships hanging. So that's gonna be really cool. I've got these really cool mounts. So I'm gonna create this design where there's this like really cool metal structure going throughout the entire center section of the ceiling, and they can easily mount different vehicles onto it. That way, it's out of the way, and a ship is supposed to be flying. All those ships over there are just in boxes. So that's the next project. I'm not gonna give myself due dates or start dates or end dates because I don't work like that. I just start on something, and then when I feel like I'm done with it, I'm just like, whatever. Sometimes it takes me years and years and years. Like with 1313, it took me 4 years, 3.5 years, 4 years, whatever. Glad I can share it all with you guys. So I've been a little busy bee gathering all my other Lego parts from the other room and constructing this makeshift just platform just to have more surface area for things to sit on because there's like the main section of 1313 over there, and then I just poured out one container and it took up the entire desk. So I'm like, well, I got some wood over there. I got some containers. So might as well just containers, wood, table. Wow, crazy. But it's really nice because even though I just threw it together really fast, it only has three legs, but the legs are part like the containers. But the center containers actually are a little bit lower in the center, right here. And that way I can put some more containers. So these little things. So when I'm counting out all the parts, one of these ones, like I can just toss them in here. More importantly, so I've been cleaning up this room a lot. And over here in this corner, ta-da, the entire Lego wall of, well, that's half of it. Literally goes to floor to ceiling, and I'm like 6 foot, 6'1" with shoes on. But like even over here, just these two containers full of the minifigures I put together earlier. It just gives me the vague idea how like the scale of how much of everything I have. I can't even back up far enough for it to actually get an all frame. But easily this entire row, mostly, yeah, if that's 1.5 base plates, that's definitely got to be the rest of my minifigures worth. Really want a black base because the gray just kind of blends in. The black just makes them pop. It just comes out so much more. But these ones on this side, I angle them towards the camera because the other ones are facing this way. So I was like, you know what? Let me just wrap it around just a little bit. So you guys can imagine like all of these, but taking up the whole wall, going across here from the floor all the way to the ceiling. So that's going to be quite just the massive display. I wanted to share what this looked like. It was just wild when I took off these base plates. So it's pretty much this is what I use for Theed, the bottom base of it. And looking at it like this, upside down, seeing all the support beams, it's just insane. Like I'm crazy, but like seeing this, like wow. When I'm in a mood, I'm in a mood. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all of these are 5 bricks stacked tall, or 6 bricks stacked tall. And that's just for one project, like just for one base plate, let alone imagine what's underneath all of feed over there. I was thinking of just smashing this a lot faster and a lot funner, more entertaining to witness, I guess. Just, well, there we go. Destruction! Well, gotta do an angle. There we go. Can't have creation without destruction! Okay, well. Oh, I got this one too. Yay. Okay. Well, that was solid. That was a big explosion. Gotta do that angle because they're a little bit longer panel pieces. And they're flying everywhere, by the way. So. Well, I think that's enough destruction for today. Finished taking all those parts apart, I guess. And I was like, I really don't want to sort these two parts. So I'm like, let me just toss it in this and then let this do the job for me. And all those base plates with all those parts on them. Well, I'm almost done. I have like these two sections left. So I'm almost done taking these, disassembling these little, well, not little, panel pieces. And just seeing all the parts that was just in that is insane. Like, that was just one base plate. And I took apart four of them. And I just like calculated, 6 per stack. Well, this one has 4. But like, usually on average around 6 bricks in height. And there's, what, 50 of them? 6 times 5, 30, 300 parts. So roughly 350 parts, 400 parts, just right there. You kind of I stop and think, just how many parts in total? Like, Jesus Christ. I could not imagine the capacity. Like, just even that one, like around 1,000, because that's a pretty big container full of a lot of leaf pieces. And here's just a closer look at all the different variety of minifigures. I used to categorize them by different types when I was younger, but I realize it's actually better for me, like creatively, to have all of them miscellaneous, kind of thrown about. And it's just more variety when you just look at it, and it's just so impressive because your eye kind of just like wanders, and you really don't know where to look, but it just kind of goes and goes and goes. I'm just imagining all of these full up with like the minifigures from the other room, and this is like 1.5 base plates. I have like maybe 3 or 4 more base plates full of minifigures. So I'm definitely gonna have to buy like 1,000 of these little black stand pieces right there from like the minifigure blind bag things. Or I can buy some knockoff ones. Doesn't really matter too much to me because I'm not really gonna see them. I did use a variety of real Lego and fake Lego. So on the front, you could see the Lego logo, but beyond that, it's like all the fake knockoff. So I'm thinking like, if you're gonna see something most, it's like the front and the back. You don't really look like, oh, there's no Lego logo. Oh, it's crazy. But like, this is just so impressive. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's December 25th at 8:10 p.m. Hopefully everyone had amazing time with their family or just a time with their family. It's up to them how they want to choose their destiny in life. I had a great time. Even though some people may have not had a great time, just okay time. It's okay. So, here in my Lego display room was my sister's bedroom, but she moved out, and I moved in to her bedroom with all my Lego. So a little bit. I mean, earlier today I was showing my sister like the room. I could tell at first she was like a little hesitant, being like, this was my old room, but like It's awesome in here. Like, it's all like I want to be in here. And just like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, this room was not this room. Like this was just a pigsty, just a bunch of random stuff. But it's all gone somewhere else. And the ether, that's okay. And replaced with stuff. A lifetime of stuff. And all these Lego designs and boxes were just like stored away in my room. Never saw them, never saw the light of day. And so many things I keep on buying and buying and buying and buying. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought that. And it's like, what the heck? I'm buying stuff I don't even know I have. That's a problem. And that's my solution. And so I was like, I want 40 more. So I bought 40 more. And that's gonna go wrap around this part of the room, which is gonna be awesome. My dad and I are gonna do this really cool foundation. That way they don't like bow on each other. Because I've definitely noticed some of them end up leaning forward or backwards depending on what's in the boxes and how heavy it is and like all these factors that add up over time. And so imagine this wrapped around the entire room. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm doing it. We're doing it. We're doing this. We're gonna do this the right way and the only way, because this is the way. Got 40 of these boxes down here for all of these Lego sets. Pretty awesome. I stop and think how much pure dollar wise is in this room. Like 10,000 plus dollars. Because stop and think like just one of these minifigures, depending on which one, it could be like 10, 15, $20 a piece. And it's like, that's only 2 cases worth. I have 4 more base plates and like 5 or 6 more half base plates. So I'm gonna do this like all the way across. I do have some of them already built down there. It's just I want to have the black minifigure stands. That way it's like nice and premium looking. Because if I just had like the gray base plates, I mean, it's okay, but it could be better, and that's what I want. So I'm probably gonna have to buy one like 1,000 little minifigures display stands. I could do that, or I could just sort through the Lego I already have and build what I have and work from there and buy the rest, which is the logical way I'm gonna do it. Um, since I'm here, might as well like kind of give a just little rundown of what we got. So up here, Coruscant gunship, and over here, the Japanese garden, really cool. The Futurama Planet Express. Then we got Animal Crossing sets. I always love those houses. And then down here, we have 2 homing spider droids with Breaking Bad minifigures down there by Brick Tactical, custom printing. Down here, it's getting a little bit lower. Got 2 of those Ahsoka custom gunship ones, modified those. Even lower, we got like 6, 7, or 8 like those bark speeders with sidecar, and then the TX 170. Love that set. Well, love the original set. This one can be, I modified it so it looks decent. Down here, we got 4 of these droid carriers. You see all those staps? As well as my Separatist airspeeder that's in there. And then down here, all the way on the ground, we got an M1 tank and then a Rogue One hover tank with all the correct minifigures and stuff. Since we're down here, might as well. Then we got the it's not the Quinjet, it's their fighter thing from the 90s show. Then you got Ahsoka's Starfighter from her show. Of course, everything's all tossed around and stuff. Cad Bane's airspeeder. And then the Coruscant airspeeder to the left. I got the Shithapede class shuttle. And then above that, little exercise right here. Custom modified, like mini scale Millennium Falcon. It's modified. Did I mention it was modified? And then we got a little baby Grogu, pretty chill guy. And we got 3 Corporal Line Sync droids, snail droids. We got a TIE Fighter, one of the TIE Fighters, the newest one that came with the X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Amazing set, you can like combo bash those. And then we got the Marauder, that's a cool set. Then a little Force Awakens TIE Fighter. We got Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator thing. Then up here, we got 2 of the old droid carriers, like the original, well, second 2007 original ones. And then the 2 2025, or the 25th anniversary ones. There's so much right here. It's like literally a museum. And up here, got the top section of 1313. Got a little Batman. And then here's the corner gun shop. Dathomir tree. That's pretty cool. This is my favorite. I made a video on it. I'm not gonna like, oh, link in the description. I don't care. Favorite episode of Clone Wars where Anakin and Ahsoka and Obi-Wan go to this the snow planet and talk to these natives and solve the problem. Happily ever after. Down here, well, a little bit lower, you got 2 of. I don't have like the 3rd iteration, but the original Imperial dropship, and then the 20th anniversary dropship, and then just one of these V-wings, Imperial V-wings. I had more of them, took them apart. I just had so many. This is like after I've refined my collection so many times. I've taken apart so many, parted them out, I've traded them in, sold them. I've done everything to them, you know? And the best thing to do is put them in a case and just let them sit. And not collect dust. Not collect dust. That's the keywords. Then we got some really cool General Grievous Starfighters. Oh, I'm falling. But I got back up. So we got some really cool, the Separatist AATs, and then the modified ones, like this one right here. That's a custom one. I made a video on. 2 more AATs, so that's 3 of the 2010 or 9 AATs, the good ones. Oh, they don't make things like they used to. Showing my age. And down here, this is the creatures. This is Turgle, the Hoth Wampa creature, the Tauntaun, little ducky horses, and then you got the Dewback back here. Jeez, Dewback back here. That's a, say that 10 times. This guy with the kind of faded Stormtrooper. And Obi-Wan's little creature guy that he rides away on for like 5 seconds and gets shot off of. Lego just doesn't do any creature molds anymore. And when they do creatures, they just brick build them and they look like not good, my opinion. Boba Fett Starfighter, whatever you want to call it. Down here we got the really cool ones. The Imperial TIE Bomber and Vader's TIE Advance. Down here, we just have the Interceptor. Then the Mandalorian Starfighter, the newer version. Well, 2020 or something like that. Bad Batch Shuttle, amazing set. Almost all my Vulture droids. Little Microfighter Vulture droid, 2007, 2005, and 2015. 2 in the back. Yes, the 2 in the back are to scale. I don't care what anyone says. And then up here, we have the Sith Inquisitor shuttle thing. Love that one. This is like perfect size. It literally, from edge to end to the tip, fits in this box perfectly. Look at all my Naboo Starfighters. We got the N1 from Brickvault, and then 2 of the original one, 2007 and 2011. Then up here, the 2007 Technic motorcycle. It's not named brand or anything. It's just a regular motorcycle. It's pretty awesome VA. They actually remade this one, like the actual Ducati with the actual Ducati brand logo, and like, oh, it was at Bricks and Mayfigs, and I was like, I want you, I want you, I want you. But you can't always get what you want in life. You need to have a few things that you want, because if you have everything you want in life, you realize that's not what I really wanted, you know? And then you realize things that you don't want to realize. And so you just buy more Lego. Down here, or upper here, we have the 2007 ATAP, 2019, 20, something like that. It's the one where the Gree minifigure was awesome, whatever that one was. Here is the, I don't even, it's like Stranger Things, but Star Wars. Skeleton Crew. Yeah. It was a good show. I really loved that show. It's kind of forgettable. Like, it's Star Wars, but it felt like Star Wars, but it was like Stranger Things Star Wars. I wish they kind of like dived more in depth with the characters instead of just like the environment and like, oh, the story, whatever, you know. Because if you don't have good characters, why are you watching the show? It was an okay show with okay characters, and it was forgettable, you know. Make something we like. I want to be obsessed with it. Up here, this is really cool. You got Dagobah and Luke and all the different Force Ghosts. And up here, some of my one thing I've never earned a trophy in my entire life. If I ever got a trophy, it was like, oh, the person sitting next to me got the trophy. They got the award. They got whatever. And I'm just like sitting here. It's always like that. Every single time. Anytime there's any award assembly, whatever that was. It's always the person to the left of me or the right of me got the award. And I was always like, you know, I work the hardest. You know, I do the most. You know, I don't need a reward. Life is a reward. I earn my reward. And that's where life gave me this pretty awesome Lego Brickmasters trophy. And so if you spend $40 or more on Lego set at Walmart, you get free Lego Masters. This is when the show was going. And I was like, that's pretty awesome. I've never earned a trophy, but this is probably the only thing I would want my entire life if it was a trophy. Up here, it's pretty cool. It's a little brick molder with Darth Maul's face on it. A little ducky. All of the micro dinosaurs at the brick house, Lego house. The actual Lego house itself, right there. And then the tree of life or something like that. That's displayed at the Lego house. That was an amazing set. I'm pretty sure it was like Lego house or something like that. And then up here, that's the Old Republic Starfighter. Amazing set, I want to say. Up here, it's getting really tall. I could bring this down, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to go up there. And then we got General Grievous and his wheel bike. The Night Sister speeder in the back, too. I guess since we're up there, I'm just going to go straight across. Then we got all the speeders. And then the really cool Sith Infiltrator. The Darth Malgus one. And then you got the pretty cool falling over droid gunship and custom AAT. I'll fix that. Well, whatever. And then you got the destroyed police gunship. I'm gonna put back together. It's gonna be awesome. This one has all the microfighters. And it's so cool seeing all my sets together that are all like minifigures, microfighters, little action figure fighting guys, whatever, you know? It's the range that I think that you've seen, you know, Planet series, the micro fighters, the battle packs. Like there's so many ranges. Like they've never done like Lego Star Wars board game. I want to do something similar to that. Down here we got four of the newer. Well, when I say newer, these came out like 12 years ago, like 2013, and it's like new was 12 years ago. Like things are starting to set in. Where I'm like, I'm 26. I'm alive with you guys, So we got three of the. I'm just gonna start calling it newer, even though it's old today's standard, but like it's newest version of it, the newest rendition. So there's two of the newer ones and two of the older ones on this side, but then on this side there's three of the newer ones. So a little bit lower section. You got three. Well, there's the Venom head in the back as well, but there's four helmets, heads, whatever you want to call them. Then we got the Luke's homestead and his land speeder. Then we got the Mustang GT Camaro. No, Z26. Pretty cool set. Gets really dusty. That's why it's in there. It's not Star Wars, but it's dusty. Then down here, this is like the Flash Speeder, custom AAT, and some little ducky horses. Pretty cool. Just a little spoiler for what I want to add to next Coruscant mock. So it's the invisible hand, and the it's not the new mini scale Venator, but it's old Super Star Destroyer modified to become the Venator. So I think it's better designed than the actual Venator itself. I'm not gonna pay $70 for something that should be 40, This one's my favorite. This is my second favorite. This one's alright. The Tri-Fighter and V Wing. That's a train. That's an old train. That's just a train. Duplo train. It's like a Mickey Mouse train. My mom got me. Not when I was little, but it's just my grandpa was not a conductor, but he would be on the train tracks himself, and like, so if the train wanted to go right, they would have a person turn the actual knob on the track, like, oh, they want to go right, so that's his job, was to run back and forth all day and just changing direction, like, oh, where do you want to go, left, right, so huge inspiration. He came to this country and literally from nothing learned the language, came here with his wife, my grandma, made a family, had 4 daughters. One of those daughters was my mom, and his dream was always to like build things with Lego. And I'm like, wait a second. And my mom was like, wait, he loves, I forgot the exact word for the Spanish word, but it was like, he loved Spanish rap. I'm like, it's weird how one person's dream won't be their dream until they pass away. And when they're gone, their dreams come true. They resonate through the ether of the universe, that you never know when you like make it, but you always made it. You made it a long time ago. And now it's like, just reminding yourself, you made it, you made it, you made it, Like 1313s, I'm taking apart right now, Displayed as different city. And I have to realize my words mean things. Things happen when you say things. So just watch what you say. But down here, kind of skipped these ones. Okay. And we got 2 of these pretty awesome 2011 Hailfire droids, as well as the 2 Tri-Fighters in the back. Those are the good ones. The 2012 or 13 Hailfire droid. Garbage. They didn't put any track on it. They just printed a little stuff on the clear panel pieces. These ones, yeah, I put like 100 little tread pieces together, and like, if you put too many of them on, then it starts to sag. If you don't put enough on, it's too tight, and it's like, there's just the right spot where you gotta make sure it's enough. Like in life. But you never know how many to add until you're there. here we got all the walkers. Well, I've taken so many of them apart. This is what's the remaining. So the 327th, y'all have seen that one. The 20th anniversary, the new, well, older 501st one, the Alpac, back in 2020. Crazy thing about. Then the 2005 ATRT. And the rest in the back are just duplicates. Good old DeLorean. Back to the Future. Marty, why is everything heavy in the future as the mass increase? It's like, oh no, Doc, it's just a saying.
Whoa, this is heavy. There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull? What?
It's like, I'm thinking about that all the time. Down here, got a little droid Geonosian cannon and Ray Speeder. I bought like 10 of those on clearance. Nobody wanted them at the time. Nobody wants them now. And I barely even want that one. I haven't even used the parts. I took them apart. And like, they didn't have, I mean, I used some of them. The one thing I actually do remember I used all those parts. This little side panel piece right here, I utilized that as shingles on the strip club of 1313. So I was like, you know, let me use these parts for something, because if I don't use it now, I'm never going to use it. All of a sudden, I got two more. This one's awesome. The Separatist MTT. $160 set. And then, this is best for last. Arthur Morgan. But of course, it's a rough showcase. But it's also 26 minutes long, so I have to cut this to like 10 minutes so people can actually watch this. Okay, so for the best for last is a note that I wrote when I was a sophomore in high school. And now I'm 26, and that was 11 years ago. So, well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Time goes on, we learn, we grow, or we don't. And we okay, I realize as we get older, we gain, have to get this, and then we get older, we lose this, we lose our brain, we lose our body, we lose everything, we lose our family, we lose our friends. Well, some of us. I shall read to you guys my little message to myself. Dear Tony Hardy, hopefully in the future, I have a better handwriting. I had small goals back then. Better handwriting. I accomplished that goal. Shout out to Meet the Robinsons. Anyone seen that? Keep moving forward. What's that supposed to mean? Keep moving forward. Why do you keep on saying keep moving forward? Just keep moving forward, you know? And you just gotta keep on moving, you know?
I know what I'm doing.
Keep moving forward.
I mean, this stuff is way too advanced for me.
Keep moving forward.
And what if I can't fix this? What are we gonna do?
Keep moving forward.
Why do you keep saying that? And don't just say keep moving forward.
It's my dad's motto.
Why would his motto be keep moving forward?
It's what he does.
What's that supposed to mean?
That is an excellent question.
Get the body moving, the mind moving, the soul moving. Okay, so hopefully in the future I have better handwriting and vast vocabulary in my collection of words. Currently, it's Friday, August 21st, 2015. The next time I open this box, I will be an architect. This is before 1313. This is before any of it. Like, now that, like, the goal thing, and, like, seeing if I accomplished it is, like, I should probably make a goal today, tomorrow, next day, blah, blah, blah. 5-year, 10-year, 20-year, lifetime, you know. Then you start thinking everything all the time, you know, it just gets... Relax, you know. If I don't become one, I really do hope I have a job that I love to do every day. Real tears. 15. Oh, 11 years ago. Dear Tony Hardy, hopefully in the future I have better handwriting and a vast vocabulary in my collection of words. Currently it's Friday, August 21st, 2015. The next time I open this box, I'll be an architect. And a good one too. If I don't become one, I really do hope I have a job. I love it. Go every day. I do. You have to. If you don't love what you do, why go on? Why live? Have a great day and see you next time.